In the first part, John had played the role of the younger son, but in this part, he is playing the role of two twin sons as well as the role of the father. Of course, I'm talking about the film Satyameva Jayate 2 that has released today, and as promised, I'm going to give you a full review and analysis of the film and let you know the strong points and weak points of it. But before that, welcome to Bollywood Bug. This is Shreyashi. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to it and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates from us. And now, let's get started. Satyameva Jayate 2 is directed by Milab Zaveri and produced by T-Series and MA Entertainment. As promised in the trailer, you will get to see John Abraham in triple role. The film revolves around the story of a righteous father and his two sons fighting against corruption in their own ways and in their own times. We will get to see corruption done by police, industrialists, politicians, and even some common men. So what struggles do the father and his sons face due to their revolt against corrupt practices? How much do they lose in this fight? And what is the final outcome of their fight against injustice? Well, to know it all, you have to rush to the nearest theatre and watch the film. Now, speaking about direction and screenplay, director and writer Milab Zaveri knows what had worked for Satyameva Jayate Part 1. So he thought of just copying the same method in this film as well. But in doing so, he has lost the touch of innovation in this film. So if you have watched Satyameva Jayate 1, you can more or less predict a couple of scenes in this film and know, you will know beforehand what will happen next. And even you can predict one of the twists that comes towards the end of this second part. So that is a negative point according to me. But if I don't compare the two films, well then as a standalone film, it is entertaining. I love the first half of the film more. It's engaging, something or the other is happening all the time. I love the message. Of course, the fight against corruption is so important and this message is important to address. So thanks to Milab for doing that for the second time. But again, towards the second half, especially towards the end, it gets so illogical that even if I consider it's a mass film, you need to convince the mass audience that it is happening and it can happen. But I don't think, considering it's so illogical, some of the actions and some of the sequences are so illogical and funny, it won't be even convincing to the mass audience that, okay, this can happen. So that is a negative point about its direction. Talking about cinematography by Dudley is one of the strong aspects of this film. I think the man knows, from flaunting John Abraham's big muscles to flaunting the curves of Nora Fatehi, the man behind the camera just knows how to make each and every scene appealing. So I think because of his amazing cinematography, even those action sequences looked all the more appealing, fun and engaging to watch. Coming to acting, I think John Abraham did justice to all the roles that he has played in this film. He's playing triple characters, so it's not a very easy task. So we have to appreciate him for his efforts. Of course, there are some flaws in his acting, like his pitch or dialogue delivery. He seems like screaming at times instead of putting out his opinion strongly. Also, some of his expressions looks funny rather than a serious one when he's trying to put out a serious expression. So those flaws are there, but barring that, I think he did a good job in this film in terms of acting. Divya Kumar Khosla, I think she is a great disappointment. She should have not taken up this role, and this role is not for her. The role she played is of a strong lady who is very opinionated, who is a minister as well, but she is very petite and fragile. Her outlook is also like that. She looks bubbly, a cute college girl, but she's not the right fit for a strong character like this. And I don't understand what kind of a minister dances like a cute college girl in a Karan Johar film. So she is absolutely not the right fit for this character. I think some seasoned fine actress could have pulled off this strong character in a much better way. Also, the side actors, I have to mention that each of the side actors contributed to this film positively, starting from Gautami Kapoor to Anup Soni. Everybody did their work amazingly, and they made this film all the more convincing and all the more engaging to watch. Coming to dialogues, well, this film is all about heavy, hard-hitting dialogues. like boasting about the love for our nation or the hatred against corruption, and the dialogues managed to do this amazingly. You will definitely feel touched, and the dialogues will definitely engage the audience throughout this film. The songs in the film are another USP of it. Of course, you will love watching the song Kusu Kusu featuring the gorgeous Noora Fatehi. Her moves are just mesmerizing and you can't take your eyes off her, that's for sure. But apart from Kusu Kusu, I really love the song Jan Gan Man. There's definitely a patriotic touch to it, and when you will hear it in that massive cinema hall and in that loud volume, you will definitely get goosebumps. I really love the lyrics of the song as well. Apart from these two songs, the other songs are also nice, but having said that, I have to mention that some of the songs looked forced into the film, and after a point it became funny to see that whenever a song came, one corrupt person was getting killed. So after a point it became predictable and funny to watch that. The background score by Sanjay Chaudhary is also another good aspect of it. It's powerful, impactful, especially in the action sequences. So a big thumbs up for the background score. Now coming to the pros and cons of the film. Well, talking about the pros first, the action sequences are really power-packed and impactful. I'm sure that mass audience will definitely love watching those action sequences and will have fun watching it. They will feel like supporting John in each and every action sequence. Secondly, the special appearance of Noora Fatehi. You can't deny the fact that it is the USP of this film. Just like Dilbar had made Satyameva Jayate 1 a hit even before its release, Kusu Kusu also has managed to create the same kind of hype for Satyameva Jayate 2 before its release, and you will definitely love watching Noora Fatehi on that big screen. Thirdly, it's good that the film has been wrapped up within 2 hours 2 minutes and has not been stretched to 2.5 hours or 3 hours. So the editing is surely crisp and on point. Fourthly, you will love watching John Abraham. I think this film is all about John, and seeing him in 3 different roles, each having a different characteristic and shade to it, I have to say that John did a good job here, and you will love watching him in these 3 different roles. Now coming to the cons, well, although this film is not a remake, but due to the similar kind of script writing and direction, the film becomes very predictable, especially towards the end. So if you have watched the part 1 of Satyameva Jayate, then you will find this film too predictable and too similar to that part 1. So that's a downside of this film. Secondly, Divya Kumar Khosla is not the right girl for the role she has played over here. She might look good as in some rom-com movie, but in this film, not at all. Thirdly, some of the songs could have been removed from this film. I feel some of the songs definitely looked forced and unnecessary. And last but not the least, that ending is so illogical, so predictable as well. I think it's not going to be fun to watch even by the mass audience. I think they also will not enjoy it. It becomes very stupid and too illogical towards the end. So that is definitely something that can give you a headache. Coming to my verdict, well, this is not that kind of a film which will be loved by the critics or categorized as a good film by them. No, that's not happening. Even the makers of the film claim that this is a massy film. So yes, if you love some Bollywood masala kind of a film, then you can go watch it. There's action, love, romance, emotion, family drama, catchy songs, and a strong message that is important to address. So if you want to watch all these things, then you can definitely go and watch Satyameva Jayate 2. This is all I had to say about this film. For now, if you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you agree with my review. If you want to check out more such reviews, you can definitely check out our videos here. I will see you in the next review video. Till then, it's me, Shreyashi, signing off.